Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Cliff Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9 and 10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Do you know an athlete who goes above and beyond in competition in their life? One who shows sportsmanship, compassion for others? The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is made for them. The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is for a high school athlete who has competed in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10, and who displays the qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. To donate to the Scholarship Fund or to find out more about the award, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of High School Baseball on Mega Rock and D9 and 10sports.com. I'm Chris Rossetti here along with Corey Lindenmuth from Mega Rock to bring you all the action of this District 9 Class 2A quarterfinal baseball game between Brookville and Moniteau live here from Kunz Field in Punxsutawney. Corey, great to have you alongside.
Yes, excited to be here. Beautiful day for baseball.
Couple of pretty good teams, 5-4 matchup. Brookville, the 5 seed, Moniteau, the 4 seed. But the great thing about baseball is seeding really doesn't mean as much as who your starting pitcher does it?
That's right. I mean, you got one horse on the mound. He can, if you get a rain out or whatever it may be, he could carry you to the finals pretty easy.
Brookville's going to go with its ace, Hunter Gear, and Moniteau is throwing its ace, Branson Carson, and Branson going to Slippery Rock next year. I think probably maybe that the Warriors might have just a slight edge there in the starting rotation today?
Yeah, I would think so. Statistically speaking, I've seen Hunter a few times. I haven't seen Carson, but I feel like it's going to be a good matchup either way.
We're inside the Brooks UR All right, folks, we do believe we're back here after some technical difficulties. We do apologize for that. When you're at the whim of the internet system, that sometimes happens, Corey.
Yeah, it's flip a coin sometimes.
Yeah, it's just you pray that things work right, but sometimes they don't. But we are back here live, getting ready for Brookville versus Moniteau in the District 9 Class 2A quarterfinals. Winner of this game gets the winner of Johnsonburg Port Allegheny, which is taking place at I do believe 4:30 today at Knott Hill Park in Johnsonburg. Johnsonburg, the top seed. Port, the 8th seed, already playing its second game in as many days, having to use their ace yesterday to beat Countersport. Drew Evans threw 5 no-hit innings, and anyhow, we're excited about today's game here in Punxsutawney. We're gonna step aside here for a moment, thank a couple of the Mega Rock sponsors. When we come back, we'll have high school baseball on Mega Rock and D910sports.com.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good times.
Everybody is talking about A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. As you can see from these pictures, their hot home cooking is wonderful, from hearty meals to the best pies and desserts. Make A&M Family Restaurant your place for lunch or dinner. Open all days but Mondays. Enjoy true family dining at A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. Proud sponsors of this telecast on Mega Rock and supporter of youth athletics.
It's like thawed out. It's detailed.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's
It's my father-in-law. It's
like he can plumb and finish carpet.
yeah.
You know.
Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, Chevrolet, and the Laurel Eye Clinic. What a perfect match. The Laurel Eye Clinic is a proud sponsor of Brookville Raider Baseball, committed to bringing the latest in eye care technologies so that you can see your son or daughter compete more clearly. One way is through the latest in bladeless LASIK technology. To schedule your free LASIK consultation or for all other eye care needs, call today at 1-800-494-2020 or visit laureleye.com. And why Lorelei? Because it's your eyes. The Lorelei Clinic, a better vision for you.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226.
Now is a great time to get your VoIP phone or security system installed by Computer Support. Computer Support also has laptops and printers in stock, and remote and on-site service calls are available. Computer Support in Clarion has kept computers up and running for over 38 years. Find out more at computersup.com or call 814-226-7456.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550. Back here at Punxsutawney, getting ready for Brookville versus Moniteau. Corey, why don't you read down through the starting lineups here?
All right, for Brookville, leading off is going to be Hunter Roney playing second base. Owen Kaler's hitting second, playing third. Hitting in the 3 spot is their catcher, Jamison Rhodes. Hitting cleanup is the right fielder, Griffin Rollman. Hunter Gear on the bump, hitting sixth. Carson Weaver playing left field. Bryce Rafferty playing first. Carter Kessler in center field. And Riley Smith hitting ninth, playing shortstop. For Moniteau, we have Brock Matthews leading off, playing shortstop. Keegan Bull catching. Dawson Wallace playing third base. Jacob Obman playing first base. Branson Carson on the mound. Connor Early playing left field. Carson Ritz playing right field. Derek Creedon Moyer playing second base. Going to be DH by Caden Roxbury. And hitting ninth, playing center field, is Cooper Bosel.
So, as Branson Karsten takes his warm-up pitches, it's time for the Zockro Motors first inning. For over 80 years, Zockro Motors on the Greenville Pike and Clarion has been providing its customers with international trucks, parts, and service. ZockroMotors.com. As we get ready here, the Raiders will be leading off with Hunter Roney. As Carson finishes his warm-up tosses. Today's game also being brought to you by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning proudly serves Clarion, Venango, Jefferson, and Armstrong counties. Find out more at lutonsplumbing.com. Corey, why don't you talk a little bit about your business there?
Oh, yeah, K&T Supplies, Route 322, just past Sheets there in Brookville, headed towards Clarion. Just your plumbing, electrical, and heating wholesale supply company. Open 6 days a week, 7:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday, and 8 to noon on Saturday.
So we're ready to get underway. Here is Carson getting ready to face Hunter Roney. Left-handed Roney takes strike one. Carson, the righty, looks in. Deals the 0-1. There's a ground ball. And past the shortstop, Matthews into center field for what should be a base hit.
Base hit. I could tell on that hop it was going to be an in-between hop.
So that'll bring up
Owen Kaler.
Owen Kaler for the Raiders. So Brookville gets that opening hit off of Carson, gets that out of the way quickly here. We get a call time as Kaler calls that time. Didn't like how much time Carson was taking. Carson has a tendency to throw a lot of pitches, Corey. So if I'm Brookville, I want to work him so I get him out of the game. It's like gets an extra 10 now that it's the playoffs. 110 is Kaler pops that bunt straight up. Carson off the mound makes the catch. That's not what you wanted to do if you were Owen Kaler.
Nah, tough play right there for Brookville with the leadoff single.
That'll bring up Jamison Rhodes. Rhodes having a nice season out of the 3-hole for the Raiders this year, showing some power.
He is. He's hitting 400, and he's been just very steady. It's not like it's been a 4 for 4, 0 for 4. You know, it's been a couple hits each game.
Heading to LaRoche next year to play baseball. Carson's first pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Ball that looked like it had a little movement on it.
Yeah, it was.
Could see that pretty well from up where we're
Yeah.
at. The ball's 1 strike. It gets that outside corner again, and that's 0-2 on Rhodes. With Roney at first and 1 out here in the top of the first inning of this District 9 Class 2A quarterfinal game. Now Rhodes calls time.
Yeah, Brookville's notorious. The games I've called, they've called time a lot in the box.
Rhodes swings and misses, strike 3. Thought about running to first, but there's already a guy there, so you can't go there. There's 2 outs. That'll bring up Griffin Ruhlman.
Griffin hitting 333 on the season. 11 RBIs, 7 doubles.
A lot of these guys for the Raiders will be graduating tomorrow night. Rhodes, Ruhlman for sure.
Roney, Gear, Owen Kaler.
Check of the runner at first. Here's the pitch. He's working that outside corner.
He is, and he's living right. Yeah, I mean, if he stays there all day, Brookville's going to have a long day.
No ball, 1 strike here on Ruhlman. Gears on deck. That stays up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. You're just joining us. Base hit to start the inning by Hunter Roney up the middle, and pop up on a bunt and a strikeout since. Carson ready with the next pitch. That's outside, off the glove of the catcher Book, but doesn't get far enough away for Roney to go anywhere, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Ruhlman. Carson checks the runner at first. Delivers the pitch. There's a ground ball right to the first baseman, Obman. He'll step on the bag, and the inning is over. In the top of the first for Brookville, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. At the end of a half an inning, it is Brookville nothing. Moniteau coming to bat. You're watching the District 9 high school playoffs on D9and10sports.com and Mega Rock.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us to rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Claims happen. Fortunately, you have Gerg Insurance and Financial in your corner. Your family is our family, and we really mean that. So we invite you to get in touch with us and find out for yourself. Gerg Insurance and Financial. Offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. Call 814-781-1020 for an appointment or a quote today. Gerg Insurance and Financial wants to understand you to help protect you.
Gerg Insurance, caring for you and the things you care for.
Do you know an athlete who goes above and beyond in competition in their life? One who shows sportsmanship, compassion for others? The Brooks Huar Lebator Sportsperson of the Year Award is made for them. The Brooks Huar Lebator Sportsperson of the Year Award is for a high school athlete who has competed in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10, and who displays the qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. To donate to the scholarship fund or to find out more about the award, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
Back here at Kuntz Field in Punxsutawney, it is Brookville nothing and Moniteau coming to bat. Moniteau will send Brock Matthews, Keegan Book, Dawson Wallace to the plate here in the first inning against Hunter Gear. What are Hunter Gear's strengths, Corey?
Hunter works quick. He is around the plate quite a bit, lets his defense do a lot of the work. I mean, he comes in 4-0 on the year. He is making his 7th start and 10th appearance. 40-plus innings pitched.
We hope if I took us to the second inning on our scoreboard. That's a ball 1 here to Brock Matthews. That ball is hit over to the third baseman. Up with it is Kaler. His throw across the diamond in time, and there's one away. So you've met Owen Kaler over at third. He threw that ball to Bryce Rafferty at first. Hunter Roney's at second. The shortstop is Riley Smith. Over in left field, you have Carson Weaver. In center, Carter Kessler. In right is Griffin Ruhlman. And Jamison Rhodes doing the catching for Hunter Gear. Ball's on the outside, strike 1. Rhodes, if things wouldn't go well for Gear, I'd imagine I'd have to go to Rhodes. Probably not something they want to do, but probably something they'd have to do.
Yeah, I would think that he'd be next in line.
Ball inside. Tough thing about the baseball playoffs, they got to play. Winner's got to play another game in 2 days, and so it tests your pitching. You're not just going to ride your ace the whole way. That's on the outside. Umpire's definitely giving that outside corner to these teams, and if you're a pitcher, you want to live out there if he's going to give it to you. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Matthews. I'm sorry, that's not Matthews. That's Book, and Book down the right field line. That's going to be played out there by the right fielder, and he gets that ball in. Ruhlman does, but not until Book is into second with a sliding, hustling double. It's a nice start for the Warriors. 1 out double by Book. That'll bring up Dawson Wallace. So Book's going to be run for here as the catcher. Courtesy runner will be Landon Kelly.
Your choice.
So Kelly steps in. I'm sorry, not Kelly stepping in. Kelly's at second as Wallace steps in. Corey, I said I wasn't going to keep a book, but I think that might have been a mistake. Forgot how much you actually rely on that as a...
Yeah.
Bob Walk doesn't keep a book. Pretends to.
Ball 1 outside. Next pitch, that's popped up. That could be trouble. It is. Jeez. As that slides in between the second baseman, and it was so much trouble, and that Kelly's still at second base, but I don't know what the second baseman Roney was doing there, Corey.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might have heard Ruhlman coming in hard, but either way, Ruhlman's got to lay out for that. That ball's not going to go far with those 2 other guys. Tough play right there.
So first and second now with just 1 out.
Boy, that umpire is definitely giving the outside corner to both guys. I'd like to see that.
Next pitch is fouled out of play, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Or no balls and 2 strikes. Jeez. All over the place here today. So 0-2 here on Obman. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, that is a huge strikeout there for Hunter Gear. Picking up his defense a little bit there. So that'll bring up Carson. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Probably got that messed up. He probably should have thrown with his left hand and batted right. Better chance of making it big time.
Yeah.
And there's a ground ball. Second baseman Roney will play the hop. He'll throw over to first, and the inning is over. So Moniteau put two guys on with just one out, but they do not score. At the end of one full inning here in the District 9 Class 2A baseball quarterfinals, it's Brookville nothing and Moniteau nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Mega Rock and D9and10sports.com.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. The Beer Garden Sports Bar and Grill on Oneida Road in Petrolia is the perfect place to relax before, during, and after the big game. Open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 9 p.m. with takeout available. The Beer Garden is a kid-friendly place to get a great meal, watch the game, or catch up with friends. With a wide range of menu items from burgers to salads, pizzas, and more, there is sure to be something on the menu to please the entire family. And don't forget about Wingy Wednesdays or Fishy Friday. Like the Beer Garden today on Facebook at 96 Beer Garden.
Business partner.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The 62nd North Washington Rodeo is scheduled for August 16th through the 20th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. with the show starting at 8. Come early and eat dinner in the social hall between 4 and 7. Nightly specials will be offered. Can't make dinner? No problem. There'll be lots of concession options available during the show. Grounds are located at 2225 Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. For more information, visit northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. The show goes on, rain or shine. Back here at Punxsutawney as we head to the second inning, no score. Those in-between inning trip was brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. There's always something to do in Warren County. Check them out online at wcvb.net. Hunter Gear leading off for Brookville against Branson Carson. First pitch is down low, ball one. Carson ready with his second delivery. That's a ground ball, base hit up the middle. So leadoff single here for the second straight inning for the Raiders. Hunter Gear with that base hit. That'll bring up Carson Weaver. Second inning brought to you by Computer Support in Clarion. Now is a great time to get your VoIP phone or security system installed by Computer Support. Computer Support also has laptops, printers in stock, and remote and on-site service calls are available. Computer Support in Clarion has kept computers up and running for over 38 years. Find out more at computersup.com.
We'll see what Coach Weaver here does with Gear. I'd say Gear's as fastest kid on his team.
He fakes, gets back, quick throw down there by Book, and he throws it out into right field. That's going to allow Gear to head to second on the throwing error by the catcher Book. So Gear played with them down there, and that ended up working out well for the Raiders. As a coach, did you like when your catcher tried to pick a guy off first base like that, or did you feel like more bad could happen than good?
More bad. I mean, unless you know, we're here at Punxsy, I guess. Unless you have a Devin Mesoraco, I mean, it's few and far between you're going to get a guy.
So now let's see. They're going to Weaver showing bunt with a runner at second. That pulls it back. That's a balk. Yep. Oh, no, they said he called
time. I like that call.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of a
Yeah, the batter kind of like goaded the pitcher into balking almost.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm absolutely with you on
I mean,
that.
in this situation, I don't think anybody wins. It's just anybody loses, I guess.
Yeah. So showing bunts it.
Had a weird spin on it.
I thought it was going back fair, but it's a foul ball. Trying to get you most of the field in here, folks. Let's see if I can move the camera a little bit and pick up more of third base for you here without losing first base. As Nathan Sharp said, we're not CBS. Wish we were, but showing bunts that one, and that's foul. And Raiders are having trouble bunting the ball right now against Carson. Could that just be like what a pitcher's doing sometimes, Corey, the way the ball's coming in and stuff? Or
I think so. If I were to guess, this is probably the hardest throwing pitcher, and I think Brookville's having a little bit of trouble getting on top of the ball to bunt it.
Next pitch is up high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gears at second. Rafferty on deck for the Raiders. Carson. Lots of movement out there between the shortstop, Wallace, and the second baseman, Cridden Moyes. That ball is fouled straight back towards us. Corey was going to reach out and catch it. Then he remembered there was a netting in front of us. I'd have trusted Corey to catch it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's a pretty good player back in his day. And another time by Brookville. You're right. The Raiders call a lot of time.
They do.
No wonder their games take forever. So Carson peers in, checks the runner at second. Here's the 2-2. That ball is popped up and out of play. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a good AB here for Carson. Get some pitches out of this guy.
Branson Carson to Carson Weaver. No, yeah, it's Carson Weaver.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I had that right. Checking the runner at second. Here's the 2-2 to Weaver. Swing and a miss. So last name Carson beats first name Carson on that one, and there's one away here in the Brookville second inning. That brings up Bryce Rafferty, the first baseman. Left-handed hitter. Well, and then they both decided to wear pinstripe uniforms today, too.
Yeah, that's what I thought whenever I showed up.
So to just add to the confusion. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Branson Carson looks in, checks the runner at second, gets gear. That one stays up, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 here on Bryce Rafferty. Hunter Gears at second. Next pitch, swing and a miss, right through it, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's no question. That one shows 84 miles per hour on the scoreboard. Did some small college World Series stuff over in DuBois last week, and there weren't a whole lot of pitchers in that one throwing 84.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they were mostly in the 70s in that tournament. Guy could hit in the 80s, in the mid 80s was a complete stud in that tournament. There's a guy from the apprentice school. He was hitting like 89, and nobody was coming close to touching him. He looked like Pedro out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That stays outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 here on Bryce Rafferty. Runner on seconds, Hunter Gear with one out for Brookville here in a scoreless top of the second inning. There's a ground ball. Third baseman Wallace across the diamond. There's two away on the play. Gear does go to third. He'll be 90 feet away with two outs for Carter Kessler. Kessler, the center fielder.
Kessler.
With that hair, he kind of looks like Spicola from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There's
I literally just watched that. It was on Saturday night, I think.
Mind you, a movie I'm sure a lot of these kids haven't watched.
Yeah. Kessler's known for the bunt single. I don't know see what he'll do here.
Fouls that one away, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Kessler. Branson Carson trying to work around the runner at second and nobody out situation here. He's got a guy at third now with 2 away. That's Hunter Gear at third. He'll peer over at him, but then another timeout call by the Raiders at home plate. As Kessler says, hey, give me time. Checking the runner at third. Here's the pitch. Foul away.
Boy, that was in on the hands. I'm surprised he got some bat to it.
It was funny watching Riley Smith in the on-deck circle. He just kind of stood there.
Yeah.
It was a little closer to him than maybe he thought it was. No balls, 2 strikes here on Kessler. But again, they're making Carson throw some pitches. Oh, he called strike 3 late, and the inning is over. So for Brookville in the second, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It is Brookville nothing, Moniteau nothing. You're watching high school baseball on D9 and 10sports.com and Mega Rock.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
While on the football field, there may not be anyone to represent you when there is a bad call. In the real world, there is Zunder & Associates PC. Zunder & Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or a family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder & Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder & Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
Since its humble beginnings in 1940 with a one-bay garage on the Clarion River Hill to today's location on Greenville Pike in Clarion, Zocro Motors Truck Sales has been in business for one reason, to satisfy its customers. With a fully stocked parts department, the best service department in the area, and a hardworking and honest sales department, customer satisfaction has been Zocro Motors' top priority. Stop in or check them out at ZocroMotors.com to find out why they've been serving your trucking needs for over 80 years. That's Zocro Motors on Greenville Pike in Clarion.
Back here at Punxsutawney as we head to the bottom of inning number 2. It'll be Ely leading off here for Moniteau, left fielder. Takes ball 1. That ball is ripped out into left, right field. Roman will have a little bit of trouble playing it. Does get it in. Ely is at first. Ely's on. It'll bring up Carson Ritz. Ritz, the right fielder for these Warriors. Ely leads off first. Ritz showing bunt right from the get-go. Rhodes, throw down. Just getting back in safely was Ely. So Rhodes almost picked him off there. Ely had to be alert to get back.
Is Rhodes planning on playing a position in college, you know?
There was some talk early on about pitching, but I think there's coming back more to the idea of catching a little bit maybe. That ball's outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
The time for playing college baseball, I'd rather play a position.
Oh, there's no, I've had that conversation with his dad, Rich, who, is obviously a really good friend of mine, has been involved in a lot of different things that I've been involved with. And, I just, you might pitch and you might get like one outing coming out of the bullpen or whatever.
Yep.
But, if you can show a versatility, maybe play an outfield position catch, they'll always find a place for you. There's a called strike. Plus, this is a former college coach, Corey. If you have a guy that can play the position and pitch, that's doubly valuable to you.
Yeah, and you look back through a lot of, especially D2, D3, a lot of conference player of the years are two-way players.
There's a swing and a miss, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Gear fighting his way back to 3-2.
I think Jamison could do both in college.
I think so too. I really do. Especially at the Division III level, absolutely. 3-2 pitch, that's outside. That's ball 4. So after the single, there's now a walk, and Moniteau's got 2 on and nobody out for Caden Roxbury. Roxbury's batting for – Roxbury's batting. Just making sure I had that right. Roxbury, the DH for Creedon Moyer. So we'll see if they're going to show bunt here. They lay it down. Gear's got it. He's going to go to third.
Nice play. What's Owen Kaler?
Yeah, what's Owen Kaler doing? All he's got to do is touch the bag.
He's got to play first base there.
Yeah. He puts down the tag. They do get the out over there, but that was probably the only out they were going to get anyhow. But, he thought he had to tag him.
Yeah.
The problem is I saw a softball game earlier this year where a player did that, and it confused the umpire so much they called the player safe at first. Because they thought she got in there, but the player was standing at the bag. Cooper Boozle now at the plate. Boozle fly ball to the center. Kessler coming in on it. Makes a sliding catch. Right to second. No, just getting back in there safely was Ely, and now there's 2 away. Again, this second inning brought to you by Computer Support in Clarion. Check them out online at computersup.com. Hey, our trip in between innings is going to be fueled by Mike's Bilo Foods in Reynoldsville, your friendly hometown supermarket. Check out the weekly specials at mikesbilo.com. Mike's Bilo, Reynoldsville, not a real far trip from Brookville. So that brings up back to the top of the lineup, right? Brock Matthews. Yep. So Matthews takes called strike 1.
Matthews grounded out the third last time up.
Gear, check of the runner at second. Line in the pitch. Ground ball. That's going to get up the middle base hit. Ely's going to be waved around third. Here comes the throw to the plate by Kessler. It's high and up the line, and it's 1-0 Moniteau on the Brock Matthews single to center with 2 outs here in the second. So Matthews was able to get that one straight up the middle, and it's 1-0 Warriors. Brings up Keegan Book, the catcher. Book doubled in his first at bat. The Warriors definitely would like that again, wouldn't they?
Yeah, he hit that right field corner or right field line last time up.
So now Gear checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Looked like that was a little bit of an off-speed pitch there. Comes in at 62 miles an hour. Maybe a little bit of a curveball.
Yeah. A slurve, I think you would call that.
0-2. There's a ground ball. Shortstop Smith across the diamond and just getting the speedy Book to end the inning. But not before Moniteau picks up 1 run at the end of 2. It is Moniteau 1, Brookville 0. You're watching high school baseball on Mega Rock and D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Hey, it's Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com, and I can tell you from personal experience, if you're looking for a privately contracted bus service for your next trip, you should call Campbell Bus Lines in Slippery Rock at 724-794-2440. I first became aware of Campbell Bus Lines when my dad took them as a chaperone back in the 1980s. The experience was great then and it's great today. With over 50 years of success in transporting many different people to multiple locations, look no farther than the family-owned and operated Campbell Bus Lines. With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Now is a great time to get your VoIP phone or security system installed by Computer Support. Computer Support also has laptops and printers in stock, and remote and on-site service calls are available. Computer Support in Clarion has kept computers up and running for over 38 years. Find out more at computersup.com or call 814-226-7456.
So we're back here at Quince Field in Punxsutawney. 1-0 Moniteau as we head to the third inning, brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. Great golf, great food, and a great view. Hunter Station Golf Club, located along the scenic Allegheny River, just 3 miles south of Tionesta on Route 62. 18 holes at the cart, just $37. Sunday Twilight Special for just $20. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Today's game also being brought to you by A&M Restaurant in Brookville. Been to A&M lately, Corey?
I tell you what, it's funny. Today at work, we ordered A&M and had their pizza today, and it's one of the best. I don't know if you've had their pizza, but
I have not since they changed ownerships and changed names. I haven't been there.
It's really good, yeah.
To give it a try. I was over in Brookville a few weeks ago. I had to come down here to Punxsutawney to make sure I had like enough signal to do a softball game, and wife and I stopped by the Courthouse Cafe on Main Street.
Oh, yeah,
on the way home, and
they have good breakfast.
It was a Sunday evening. We had a little bit. I think I had a burger. It was a pretty good burger, if I remember right. As leading off here for Brookville is
Riley Smith.
Riley Smith, the number 9 hitter. Smith, little blue shot. Second baseman Matthews, third baseman Wallace. The third baseman Wallace says he has it. He does. And there is one away here quickly for Brookville, and that's not what they wanted to do. That's not going to help get that pitch count up.
No, they've been all year long, the games I've seen at home there, they've been notorious for swinging early, and yeah, I'm a fan of getting deep in the count. And
bring up the leadoff man, Hunter Roney. Roney has a single to his name. And Carson ready with the pitch. Gets that outside corner, strike one. Branson Carson looks in, gets his sign. Next pitch is outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Chris, do you remember Christian Muth from Punxsutawney?
Ooh, that name sounds familiar.
He was part of that state run they had with Devon and Gillen. He pitched at Seton Hill.
Yeah, I was going to say, the name sounded familiar. 2 balls and a strike.
This kid from Moniteau reminds me exactly of him.
So 2-1 here on Roney. Carson's pitch. It's outside on the corner, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carson living on that outside corner, both to righties and lefties. Winding the 2-2. That's up high, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 on Roney with 1 out and nothing going on here in the top of the third for Brookville. They trail Moniteau 1-0. Carson ready with the 3-2. That ball is fouled out of play. So a lot of the Brookville guys are doing a good job of trying to make him throw some pitches. There's been a lot of, 6, 7, 8 pitch at bats for the Raiders. winding the 3-2. Another waste there by Roney. That trend continues. I was playing some music when I wasn't doing broadcasting last week at the Small College World Series. I was playing some music. I'll be playing Staying Alive right about now. 3 balls, 2 strikes here on Roney. Ranson Carson delivers. Misses high. Good bat there by Hunter Roney. He draws the 1-out walk. That'll bring up Owen Kaler. Kaler tried to bunt in his first at bat, popped it straight back to the pitcher coming off the mound.
Don't be surprised if Brookville bunts with 1 out here to get to Jamison.
Showing it. Good call there, Corey. And that's on the outside corner. This time, ball on the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes on Kaler. Roney takes his lead off at first, held there by Obman. That ball is popped straight in the air again. Catcher Book. Oh, what a catch.
A play.
My goodness. Keegan Book over in that walk-up area dirt with a diving catch. And Owen Kaler, they might not want to bunt him anymore.
Yeah, he's what a great play by that kid.
Yeah, Keegan Book just with a fantastic diving catch. New catcher's mitts make that a little easier than back in the 80s when I was growing up. I had a catcher's. I didn't catch, but I had a catcher's mitt, and may as well just been a pillow.
Yeah,
wasn't much to it. So now it's Jamison Rhodes. Rhodes 0 for 1. Tries to check. Oh, they said he did.
No, they said he didn't, I think.
No, he said he was safe. They said he checked it. 1 ball, no strikes. First base umpire said he was safe on it. A little surprised by that call. They have a better angle than I do, though.
Yeah.
1 ball, no strikes. Holds up, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes on Rhodes. You know, something to keep an eye on. That's already 41 pitches for Carson here. You know, those extra 10, though, they can play a big role in the playoffs. You know, guy might only go 5, maybe can go 5 2/3 or something like that. And that extra 2 outs could be a big deal in a game. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a called strike on the outside corner, 2-1.
Boy, Carson hasn't thrown a curveball this inning yet.
Takes a deep breath out there on the mound. Stares in, then checks the runner, Roney, at first. Here's the 2-1 to Rhodes. That ball is fouled out of play, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jamison Rhodes with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning, brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club.
This is a good opportunity to run here, in my opinion. They throw him out. You still have Jamison leading off the inning.
Runner's not going. That's outside. Now it's full 3-2. He will be going on this one.
Yep.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hunter Roney at first. Jamison Rhodes at the plate. Arguably the Raiders' best hitter this year. We're joking. He had more home runs at one point than the Pirates cleanup hitter did. Satsuko, or however you pronounce it.
Have you been down this year?
Twice. Once with actually Jamison and Rich and Kim. And
oh, nice.
Hayden Osborne. That ball is popped straight up. First baseman off.
Nobody
knows it.
Nobody.
Did anybody catch it?
Yeah,
Yes. Open, the first baseman snow cones it for the out right on the pitcher's mound, and the inning is over. So it was an interesting top of the 3rd, but Brookville ends up with no runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. At the end of 2.5, Brookville leads. Brookville trails 1-0 here. We'll be back after these messages.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good times.
Back here in Punxsutawney as we go to the bottom of inning number 3. Want to remind people today's game being brought to you by AM and PM Personal Care Home, located 3 miles north of Punxsutawney off of Route 310. AM PM has been serving the Punxsutawney community for over 25 years, providing the best quality care for those in need. Whether it's be short or long-term care, AM PM is there for you year-round. Your round-the-clock care. Can't speak today. Call Connie for information or a tour today at 814-939-2676. As leading off here for Punxsutawney is Dawson Wallace. He takes ball 1. So again, that number for AM PM is 814-939-2676. So strike, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, I got to turn your mic back up, Corey. Sorry about that. You were talking about Hunter's working backwards here a little bit. That ball is popped up. Right fielder Ruhlman coming in on it. He's got it, and there's 1 away here in the Moniteau bottom of the 3rd. 3rd inning again brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. Check them out online at hunterstation.com. So just explain to people who might not be familiar with what working backward means.
Well, a lot of pitchers, they get on a bump and, I don't know the statistics, but first pitch fastball. But Hunter's been working backwards, throwing curveball and then fastball. There he does again.
Jacob Obman. Is that a strike?
No, he called that up a little bit. Okay. I think it was.
Ball 1? No, I didn't see it, so that wasn't a. And the scoreboard's got 2 and 1. They haven't reset it after the fly out there, so I got confused. 1-0. That's way outside. Rhodes kind of looks at his glove like it was the glove's fault he didn't catch it. Got to love that from players sometimes. Blame the equipment. It's like the golf game. It's my clubs. That's the reason. It's my clubs.
I was guilty of that.
Kind of giving up on golf. That ball is ripped to deep left field. Is it going to be fair? It is. It's down in there. Left fielder Weaver plays it on his way into second. With the 1-out double is Obman. So Obman with the double, that'll bring up Branson Carson with a chance to help himself here with 1 out, up 1-0. Today's game also being brought to you by the Laurel Eye Clinic. Better vision for you, the Laurel Eye Clinic. Bunch of locations, including one right there in Brookville, obviously. They have one in Slippery Rock, too.
Yes, Slippery Rock / Grove City, maybe something like that.
Yeah. For our Moniteau folks listening, watching today, glad to have everybody along. Awesome that Mega Rock and D9 and 10sports.com have been able to team up to bring this broadcast to you. Figured, hey, if we were both going to do it, may as well just do it together. No sense in trying to steal each other's audience.
Yeah. Yep.
Plus, there's a ball that's lifted out into the left foil. Coming in is Weaver. He's got a beat on it and makes the catch. It looked like a tough play. But now the ball gets away, and that's going to have a runner trying to go to third, and he is safe in there. As there's a throwing error by Weaver after he made the easy play, and then the runner, Obman, decides to try to move up on that, and it's a bang-bang play at third. Home plate umpire having to come out to cover third base, says he's safe.
That was great hustle by the umpire. He was right in position to make the play.
Great hustle by Obman, too, and just a disaster of a play for the Raiders. I mean, there's no reason to be throwing the ball away there.
Yeah.
So now runner at third with 2 outs for Ely. So Ely takes strike one on the outside corner.
Especially with Hunter, he's been throwing a lot of curveballs. I think there's already been 2 balls to the screen.
Yeah, you just don't, there's just no reason to throw that ball away. All you got to do is flip it into the shortstop. That curveball stays high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 here on Connor Ely. Obman's at third with 2 outs. Moniteau trying to add to its 1-0 lead. There's a ground ball.
Gets the big hop.
Third baseman Kaler crossed the diamond, and the inning is over. So the air doesn't come back to hurt the Raiders. At the end of 3 full innings here in Punxsutawney, it is Moniteau 1, Brookville nothing. This is the District 9 Class 2A quarterfinals on Mega Rock and D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Everybody is talking about A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. As you can see from these pictures, their hot home cooking is wonderful, from hearty meals to the best pies and desserts. Make A&M Family Restaurant your place for lunch or dinner. Open all days but Mondays. Enjoy true family dining at A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. Proud sponsors of this telecast on Mega Rock and supporter of youth athletics.
Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, Chevrolet, and the Laurel Eye Clinic. What a perfect match. The Laurel Eye Clinic is a proud sponsor of Brookville Raider baseball, committed to bringing the latest in eye care technologies so that you can see your son or daughter compete more clearly. One way is through the latest in bladeless LASIK technology. To schedule your free LASIK consultation or for all other eye care needs, call today at 1-800-494-2020 or visit laureleye.com. And why Laurel Eye? Because it's your eyes. The Laurel Eye Clinic, a better vision for you.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us and rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Back here at Kuntz Field in Punxsutawney, 1-0 Moniteau in this quarterfinal matchup. First of 2 games. Corey, you guys are doing the second game too, aren't you? Kearn City and Kane.
Yes.
That'll be on Mega Rock. We'll have Clarion Limestone versus AC Valley Union on D9 and 10 Sports coming up at 4:30. Your game will be at 5:30, I do believe, is the time for that Kane Kearn City matchup. So between the two of us, plenty of baseball that you guys can watch today. A little bit of a chilly day. Stay home, watch some games. District 9's not going to like me saying that, but oh well. They're getting money off of both of us today, so they can live with that. So it's 2 balls and no strikes here on Griffin Ruhlman leading off for the Raiders in the 4th inning. They've had some action on the base pass, just haven't been able to get anybody home yet. Ball is fouled straight back at us.
They've had some runners and kind of shot themselves in the foot a couple times with some bunt attempts, and they didn't go their way. And
so 2 balls, 1 strike on Ruhlman. He'll be followed by Gear and Weaver here in the 4th for the Raiders. Ranson Carson. That stays upstairs, and now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. He got in that outside corner, but not that high.
that was 86 mile an hour. It looked like, I bet that was his fastest pitch all day.
Wind in the 3-1. That's upstairs and inside, and it's ball 4. So the leadoff walk drawn here by Griffin Ruhlman. That'll bring up Hunter Gear. So now that's at 50 pitches for Carson, and there was any thought of him only going 50 to save him for Thursday, that's gone out the window here. It's only a 1-0 game. Got to win today. Can't worry about Thursday. Thursday is Thursday. Tuesday is Tuesday. Got to win Tuesday. It's not a best of 7 or even 3 or 2. I guess you can't have a best of 2. I guess you could. In soccer, they do that all the time. Aggregate score. Good thing the 1960 World Series wasn't played by aggregate score.
Yeah.
The Yankees would have easily beaten the Pirates. 1 ball, no strikes here. There's a ball hit towards center. Going back on his boozle. He looks up and right in front of the fence, he makes a semi-leaping catch for the out, but that ball just kept carrying.
He did. He turned every which way.
So Gears out number 1. That'll bring up Carson Weaver.
I didn't think that ball would travel that far, but
wind's kind of blowing right to left out there, and it's blowing at a pretty decent clip.
The ball has always traveled well here, though, at this field.
Believe it or not, this is like the first time I've watched a game here since 1999.
Oh, wow.
First pitch outside to Carson Weaver. And in that game, the last time I was here, I watched a no-hitter. Matt Ryder no-hit Kerwinsville in the District 9 Class 1A playoffs.
Oh, wow.
1 ball, no strikes here on Weaver. There's a ground ball. Shortstop Matthews. He's going to only have a play across at first and just getting Weaver there. On the play, Ruhlman takes second. There's now 2 away. Yeah, I'll never forget Ron Ryder in the pavilion down here in right field pacing late in that game as Matt Ryder had a no-hitter going. And I think it might have been Clarion Area's first ever playoff win.
Who was the coach?
Whew, that's a great question. I don't remember at this point who was coaching back then. It's a called strike to Bryce Rafferty. That was like right at the end of my first year at the Clarion News.
I haven't heard the name Matt Ryder in a while.
Matt's a baseball coach.
Yeah,
in college level. Is he at Vassar or is he at one of the SUNYs now? Might be at one of the SUNYs now, I think.
John Hopkins, right?
Yeah, that's where he went to college.
Yep.
Drafted by the Detroit Tigers. Same draft as Justin Verlander.
And he
had a pretty decent minor league
absolutely,
career.
Yeah.
Got as far as AAA. I actually covered a game of his in Erie. He was playing for the Seawolves, and they were playing the Trenton Thunder, the Yankees. Jabba Chamberlain started against him in that game. No balls, 2 strikes here on Rafferty. Fouls that away. In fact, that was the day that I sat next to Dave Hollins. Remember Dave Hollins, former third baseman for the Phillies and a couple other teams, kind of as a journeyman guy.
Yeah, yep.
He was scouting for somebody, and he hands me his hand to shake it. I think I could have put about 10 of my hands into his hand. Now, I have small hands, but still, his biggest hands of a human being I've ever seen. I was like, holy cow. No wonder I didn't play pro ball. No balls, 2 strikes on Rafferty. He hits that one out into deep left field early, going back. It's over his head. That's going to tie the game. On his way to second is Rafferty with the RBI double, and we're tied at 1. So that's a nice job of going the other way on an 0-2 pitch and putting it over the left fielder's head to tie the game at 1. So that'll bring up Kessler, who delivers some balls to the umpire before he it's a great thing about high school baseball. The batter's like, here, up, here's some balls. So now a chance for the Raiders to take the lead.
Gonna have courtesy or pinch runner, I bet.
As manager Chad Weaver discussing with the home plate umpire and going out to run.
The last home game, I believe on senior night, Griffin Rollman and Bryce kind of got tangled up, and I think Bryce has a little bit of a...
So Easton, how do you pronounce Easton?
Easton Belfier.
Belfier will come in to run here for Rafferty. That's Rafferty out at second. Rafferty is going to be run for here as Kessler stepping to the plate. Kessler Spicola. Gotta start that nickname for him. Have those kids watch that movie. And
Yeah.
is that okay? Is that an appropriate movie for high school kids? Yeah, that's probably borderline.
Yeah, flip a coin. I think it's going to depend on your parents.
Yes, I think you're 100% right. I'll be honest. My parents probably, when I was in like 10th grade, probably wouldn't have let me watch.
Yeah. Yep.
Different. It was different though back then.
Yeah.
Definitely different back then. 1 ball, no strikes. Try to watch HBO through the screen, through the scrambled screen. It's a called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now I can watch it on my phone.
Yeah.
It's a whole different world. Whole different world than growing up in the 80s. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Kessler. That ball is going to get away from the catcher Book. That's going to let Belfiore take third. He'll be there now with 2 outs and a 2 ball, 1 strike count on Kessler.
Carson he's throwing very well. He doesn't seem comfortable out there today.
That ball is popped up and out of play. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kessler with a runner at third, Belfiore, and 2 outs. That's right there, called strike 3, and the inning comes to an end, but not before Brookville gets the run back. At the end of 3.5, it is Brookville 1, Moniteau 1. You're watching high school baseball on Mega Rock and D9 and 10 Sports.com.
The Beer Garden Sports Bar and Grill on Oneida Road in Petrolia is the perfect place to relax before, during, and after the big game. Open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 9 p.m. with takeout available. The Beer Garden is a kid-friendly place to get a great meal, watch the game, or catch up with friends. With a wide range of menu items from burgers to salads, pizzas, and more, there is sure to be something on the menu to please the entire family. And don't forget about Wingy Wednesdays or Fishy Friday. Like the Beer Garden today on Facebook at 96 Beer Garden. Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in, with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550. That in-between inning trip was brought to you by Tenesta Builder Supply and Home Improvement Center, with locations in Shippenville and Tenesta. Tenesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center. Find out more at tenestabuilders.us. As there's a first pitch swinging by Ritz, and he hits it to the third baseman, Kaler, who goes across the diamond and quickly 1 away here for Hunter Gear. If you're Gear, you love that.
Yeah, that's a big 1 pitch, 1 out.
4th inning here being brought to you by George C. Pry Insurance and Financial Services, a Horseman agent. George C. Pry Insurance and Financial Services has offices in both Butler and DuBois. Call George at 724-256-5550. That brings up Roxbury. Roxbury first pitch swinging. In foul territory. Kaler can't find it and then drops it. Those are the kind of things that in a playoff game with a pitch count end up coming back and biting you sometimes.
Yep.
Well,
it's just like their catcher makes us magnificent play, and he doesn't. And that could be the difference of the game. I mean,
Ball's one strike here. It's a called strike. Now, if Gear comes and gets him right here, it's an extra 2 pitches, not a big deal. But if he gets on or something like that, then it becomes a much bigger deal. Rhodes going Tony Pena style down there. I call that low, but my goodness, Jamison Rhodes. I don't know if I've seen a catcher do that since Tony Pena.
Man, he was one of my favorite players.
Oh, it was absolutely. Him and Johnny Ray were 2 of my big-time players growing up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a swing and a miss. So Gear does kind of mitigate the failure of Weaver to catch the ball over, or Kaler to catch the ball over at third. There's 2 outs now for Boozle. Cooper Boozle.
Flied out to center last time.
Moniteau had a little bit of a rough football season, but Boozle's a pretty decent football player for them this past fall. We're actually probably closer to football season 2022 than we were from football season 2021 now, but Paul 1 outside.
I was thinking on a drive down here today that in all my years playing high school and coaching high school, I never played or coached against Moniteau.
Ball was in the dirt, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Boozle. You went to Brookville, right, Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, and you guys were AAA for a long time, and they were AA. And
I think my senior year, we were AAA. We beat Du Bois in a D9 finals, and I think that was the last year we were AAA.
There's a ball lined out to the second baseman, Rooney, and it's a quick 1, 2, 3 inning. We head to the 5th inning. It is Moniteau 1, Brookville 1. You're watching high school baseball on Mega Rock and D9 and 10 Sports.com. Howdy, rodeo fans. The 62nd North Washington Rodeo is scheduled for August 16th through the 20th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. with the show starting at 8. Come early and eat dinner in the social hall between 4 and 7. Nightly specials will be offered. Can't make dinner? No problem. There'll be lots of concession options available during the show. Grounds are located at 2225 Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. For more information, visit northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. The show goes on, rain or shine. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
While on the football field, there may not be anyone to represent you when there is a bad call. In the real world, there is Zunder & Associates PC. Zunder & Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or a family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder & Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder & Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
Back here at Punxsutawney, head to the 5th inning. Today's game being brought to you by AM/PM Personal Care Home, located 3 miles north of Punxsutawney off of Route 310. AM/PM has been serving the Punxsutawney community for over 25 years, providing the best quality care to those in need, whether it be short or long-term care. AM/PM is there for your round-the-clock care. Call Connie for more information or a tour today at 814-939-2676. That's AM/PM, located 3 miles north of Punxsutawney. So leading off here for the Raiders will be Riley Smith, the number 9 hitter. He'll be followed by Roney and Kaler. He swings, there's a strike. Carson at 64 pitches here into the 5th inning. Plenty of pitches still to go there, as that's a ball in the outside corner, strike 2. 5th inning brought to you by the Beer Garden. The Beer Garden is the best place in Butler County to go to watch the big game or just hang out with friends. Carson ready with the 0-2. Ball's fouled out of play. The Beer Garden Sports Bar and Grill on Oneida Road in Petrolia. The Beer Garden is a kid-friendly place to get a great meal, watch the game, and catch up with friends. They offer a wide range of menu items from burgers to salads, pizza, and more. There's sure to be something on the menu to please the entire family, like the Beer Garden on Facebook, facebook.com/96 Beer Garden. It's outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Riley Smith, freshman. Riley Smith, correct, Corey?
He's a junior.
Junior. Geez, I don't know why I was thinking he was a freshman. Boy, talk about missing out, missing the boat there, Chris. Well, now they're saying it's 1 and 2, which makes more sense because that's what I originally had was 1 and 2, and scoreboard said 2 and 2, and then it went back to 1 and 2. There's a line drive by Smith up the middle, base hit. So Brookville, another leadoff man on. How many innings is that now here? They've had the leadoff man on at least 3.
That's 4 out of 5 now. Yeah, single, then they flew out, then walk and a single. Yeah.
That'll bring up Hunter Roney. Roney has a single and a walk. He's been on twice.
I'd like to see Brookville run the bags here, see what happens.
Showing bunt is Roney. This has not been a very successful play for the Raiders today. Now he pulls it back. Runner goes to second.
Kind of a
and Book was surprised. Ooh, he probably should have slid into second base.
Yeah.
There. It was real close at second. They're going to say he's safe. Now we're going to have a – yeah, okay. The umpire's just rotating. I was wondering what they were doing there for a second, but they're going to rotate. Drives me nuts when they rotate to leave a guy not at first, which is still the most important base to me.
Yeah.
Like, I would put a guy at first and third. Like, second's not really the important base here.
Right.
Somebody years ago thought that was a good idea.
Well, and two, guys work in pairs all year, and then come playoffs, they're
three-man crew.
Yep.
Then sometimes in the championship it goes to 4.
Yeah.
It changes. I did the city game a couple weekends ago. That ball's up high, and it's 2 balls in no strike. Did a city league game a couple weeks ago between DuBois and DuBois Central. A couple of calls in that game that wouldn't have been made with a 2-man crew that were made with a 4-man crew.
Yeah.
There was an interference call on a third baseman on a ball hit out into left field that would have never been caught by a 2-man crew. And there was a foul ball that was played through like it was a play, and the third base umpire saw it fouled off the guy's leg. That otherwise your other base umpire standing in the middle of the diamond or over at first doesn't see that. So It changes the game when you have more umpires out there. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just changes just changes what guys can see because they're in different locations. 2 balls, no strikes here on Roney. Go ahead runs at second for Brookville. Roney ground ball. That's going to get the guy over. Third base shortstop Matthews throws across, and now Brookville has the go-ahead run just 90 feet away with 1 out here in the 5th inning. And the part of the order where you'd like to be at, number 2 guy, Owen Kaler, coming to the plate.
Owen Kaler 0 for 2 on the day. He's attempted 2 sack bunts and popped them both up.
They wouldn't dare think about a squeeze bunt, would they?
Yeah, I don't. Looks like the infield's going to play, I don't know, I'm going to call that halfway maybe.
The second baseman is coming a little closer than that. Shortstop's half. The third baseman is right at the grass. So they're a little bit in different places everywhere. There's a ball 1 inside to Kaler. Didn't show bunt that time. He's probably thinking, thank coach, I actually get to swing the bat. Thought maybe the first time I popped it up, I was going to convince you I didn't want to bunt.
This is where situational hitting is very important.
That stays upstairs, and now it's 2 balls and no strikes. And if you're Kaler now, you're looking for a ball you can drive.
Yeah. 1 pitch, 1 spot. If it's not there, see what happens 2-1.
2 balls, no strikes, runner at third. Tie game here in the 5th. 1-1. Check of the runner at third. Throw to third. Third baseman Wallace wasn't even close to the bag. Again, there's only disaster happens there.
Coach Weaver's discussing. I think there is and I don't know that. Is there a rule there that he has to be so close to the bag?
I know there's a rule at first base about that, but I don't think that rule applies at the other bases. 2 balls, no strikes. See, the first baseman's got to be still kind of holding the guy on, but third base, it's no different than at second base where you can jostle in behind and things like that. But yeah, I mean, good thought there though. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. That's not a pitch he wants to swing at. That was upstairs and inside. You weren't doing much with that pitch, is I guess my point.
This is where you got to get gritty. Just put the ball in play, see what happens.
Yeah, make a throw to the plate. I think you got to go on contact here if you're Brookville.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Fouled straight back, and now it's 2-2. And if Carson's got a pitch that he believes is his strikeout pitch, you've got to see it right now from Branson Carson because game could be hanging in the balance right now.
Carson's done a good job today, I think, of getting in on the hands on guys.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Sorry, Corey. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kaler. That's outside. Nice job by Book to get out there. That's danger territory. 3-2 with Smith at third and 1 out. Jamison Rhodes on deck for the Raiders. Walk isn't the worst thing here, though, is it?
No. I mean, yeah, fresh count then. I mean, you still can work for the double play then.
3 balls, 2 strikes on Kaler. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Kaler looks around, but son, they've been giving that pitch all day.
Yeah. Brookville just hasn't done a good job with, I mean, he's not getting his curveball over. And, I mean, I would have put a $100 bill down saying he was going to throw a fastball.
So now it's up to Jamison Rhodes with 2 outs and a runner at third. Infield can go back to normal depth now for the Warriors. Branson Carson looks in. First pitch to Rhodes. Nice job of hitting out into right field. Brookville's going to take a 2-1 lead.
Beautiful piece of hitting by Jamison.
My goodness, was that a nice job of hitting by the senior? Just knows the ball, knows he's been living on that outside corner, was waiting for that pitch, and just shoots it over the second baseman's head into right field, and it's a 2-1 Brookville lead. Bring up Griffin Roman. Moniteau people don't want to hear it. A little bit of irony for Brookville. They could win this game after last year having the ace guy out there and losing to Kerwinsville in the first round.
Oh, did that happen?
Yeah, they sent Jace Minor, and Minor only lasted 4 1/3, I think, in that game against Kerwinsville, and they end up losing to Jake Mullins in the Golden Tide.
I kind of do vaguely remember that now, yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike here on Roman.
Miners, he's getting some quality innings out there.
Was for the Wichita State Shockers. They still playing?
I don't know.
Ball's outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. (2-1) Brookville here in the top of the 5th. Winner gets the winner of the Johnsonburg-Port Allegany game. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That game will be at a neutral site on Thursday. Most likely not at Showers Field. There's already 2 games at Showers on Thursday. A noon start for Clarion versus the winner of today's CL-AC Valley Union game. As Roman fouls out away, and then there's a 5:30 game there, the the Quad A championship game between Clearfield and St. Mary's.
I'll predict Brockway.
It's a good thought process there, probably, if it's Brookville. If it's Moniteau, then all bets are kind of off there on where that game might be.
Could be here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's outside. Runner heading towards second. Oh, it must have been 3-2. The scoreboard said 2-2. No, it is 3-2. And so I'll tell you what, the way that was, if you're the Moniteau coaching staff, aren't you coming out right about now, Corey? And
you could.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because him going to first like that, he kind of got in the way. And I think that conversation is happening maybe right now, but the home plate umpire is saying no. But there's a little bit of interference that might have taken place there.
Yeah, for sure.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. It was almost like the umpire was like, okay, you're not getting anything close on this one, son. Inning comes to an end, but not before Brookville picks up a run to take a 2-1 lead over Moniteau. You're watching high school baseball on Mega Rock and D9 and 10 Sports.com. Since its humble beginnings in 1940 with a one-bay garage on the Clarion River Hill to today's location on Greenville Pike in Clarion, Zocro Motors Truck Sales has been in business for one reason, to satisfy its customers. With a fully stocked parts department, the best service department in the area, and a hardworking and honest sales department, customer satisfaction has been Zocro Motors' top priority. Stop in or check them out at ZocroMotors.com to find out why they've been serving your trucking needs for over 80 years. That's Zocro Motors on Greenville Pike in Clarion. Hey, it's Chris Rossetti here from D9 and 10 Sports.com, and I can tell you from personal experience, if you're looking for a privately contracted bus service for your next trip, you should call Campbell Bus Lines in Slippery Rock at 724-794-2440. I first became aware of Campbell Bus Lines when my dad took them as a chaperone back in the 1980s. The experience was great then and it's great today. With over 50 years of success in transporting many different people to multiple locations, look no farther than the family-owned and operated Campbell Bus Lines. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Pittsburgh's not the clear favorite.
Back here at Punxsutawney, want to remind people today's game being brought to you by AM/PM Personal Care Home, located 3 miles north of Punxsutawney off of Route 310. AM/PM has been serving the Punxsutawney community for over 25 years, providing the best quality care to those in need, whether it be short or long-term care. AM/PM is there for your round-the-clock care. Call Connie for information or a tour today, 814-939-2676. As stepping in, it's the top of the order for Moniteau to be Matthews, Book, and Wallace.
Matthews had an RBI single last time up.
Warriors need a run. They trail now 2-1. Fifth inning again brought to you by the Beer Garden. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/96 Beer Garden on Oneida Road in Petrolia. There's a strike. Ball one strike. Hey, that trip in between our innings was protected by Swift Kennedy and Company. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity, and the official insurance provider of Your Daily Local.com, or Your Daily Local LLC, the parent company of D9 and 10 Sports. Find out more at SwiftKennedyandCo.com. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Matthews, leading off here in the bottom of the fifth. Hunter Gear only at 48 pitches. There's a swing and a miss on a slow curveball, 68 miles an hour.
Hunter's really thrown I've seen him throw a few times this year, but he's really dialed in with his fastball and curveball today.
Rhodes again goes all Tony Pena. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. I don't know if I would do that. That's twice now he's gone all Tony Pena and the ball's been way outside.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily like that in case he it's ball in the dirt. It could get by him real quick on, third strike.
I think he's only doing it when I don't think he's doing it on third strike because there's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 away. That strikeout, hey, sometimes you strike out a little more than you want. The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center can help you cut down on those strikeouts. Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center is the proud host of the Keith Miller Memorial Invitational Baseball and Softball event in DuBois, June 13th through the 19th. That includes a 4-day baseball and softball clinics and all-star games as well. Find out more at sluggerscience.com as it's strike 1 here to Keegan Book. Hangs out outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Today's game also being brought to you by the North Washington Rodeo, which will take place August 16th through the 20th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. It's outside, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. You can find out more about the North Washington Rodeo at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Book. That's outside, and it's now 3-1. Last thing you want to do with a 1-run lead is walk a guy, especially with the middle of the order coming up. So Gear working fast. Here's the 3-1. That ball is popped up and out of play, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. This full count brought to you by Janney Montgomery Scott and Clarion. No matter where you are in life, just starting out in your peak earning years, nearing retirement, or complementing your legacy, we're here for you. Call Janney Montgomery Scott and Clarion at 814-223-9990. 3-2 pitch. That ball is skied. Shortstop Smith camping underneath it. Makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So good job coming back from the 3-1 count there by Gear, and it's 2 outs for Moniteau and Dawson Wallace at the plate. Today's game also being brought to you by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, proudly serving Clarion, Venango, Jefferson, and Armstrong counties. Find out more at lutonsplumbing.com. Ball's upstairs, ball 1. K&T Supplies, also another sponsor. A&M Restaurant in Brookville, the Laurel Eye Clinic. 1-0 pitch. Whew.
Yeah.
Must have missed just low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
Hunter's curveball is really it's working in, out, up. It's very effective today.
So Moniteau calls time
Yeah.
here as Wallace. That's the first one of the few times we've seen them do it. Brookville,
Well, first pitch, he tried to call time, and he didn't give it to him.
2 balls, no strikes here. Misses that one outside and down low, and now it's 3-0. As Gear hasn't thrown a ton of pitches, but he does seem to be tiring a little bit. His control's been a little off this inning. 3-0. Gets that one on the outside corner with the fastball, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one pitch. That is lifted to left. That's going to be a tough play. Coming over in foul territory is the left fielder Weaver to make the catch. And the inning is over. So for Moniteau in the 5th, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to inning number 6 here in Punxsutawney. It is 2-1 Brookville over Moniteau in this District 9 Class 2A quarterfinal matchup.
Now is a great time to get your VoIP phone or security system installed by Computer Support. Computer Support also has laptops and printers in stock, and remote and on-site service calls are available. Computer Support in Clarion has kept computers up and running for over 38 years. Find out more at computersup.com or call 814-226-7456.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good times.
Everybody is talking about A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. As you can see from these pictures, their hot home cooking is wonderful, from hearty meals to the best pies and desserts. Make A&M Family Restaurant your place for lunch or dinner. Open all days but Mondays. Enjoy true family dining at A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. Proud sponsors of this telecast on Mega Rock and supporter of youth athletics.
That made any other news outlets?
Back here at Kuntz Field in Punxsutawney, we head to the 6th inning. 6th inning brought to you by Zunder & Associates. When you need legal assistance, turn to the team that gets you results. Zunder & Associates, ZunderLaw.com. 2-1 Brookville over Moniteau. Chris Rossetti here alongside Corey Lindemuth on Mega Rock and D9 and 10sports.com. Happy to have you both along. Again, on Mega Rock following this game, you guys can watch Carn City versus Kane. As leading off for Brookville, here is Hunter Geary, fouls the first pitch away. And on D9 and 10 Sports, you can follow the Clarion Limestone AC Valley Union game. Brian Hagberg will have the call on that one. It'll be Nathan Sharp and Corey on the game here from Punxsutawney on Mega Rock after this one. So I'm going to miss, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes on Gear leading off. He's singled and flown out to center field today. That fly out to center gave the center fielder Boozle, a little bit of trouble last time up. Branson Carson ready with the 0-2. That's in the dirt, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anybody curious, that's now pitch number 88 for Carson. Does get 110 now. It's 100 during the regular season, 110 during the playoffs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a ground ball. Shortstop Matthews up with it. Throw is high, though, and everybody's safe, and it'll stay in the play. So Hunter Gear will stop at first, but the throwing error, and those are the things, again, now as your pitcher's pitch count gets high, that start to really play a factor in what's right now a 2-1 ball game.
Be anxious to see what Coach Weaver here does with his fastest kid on a team. See if he'll bunt or maybe try to run the bags.
So that's Carson Weaver at the plate. Branson Carson peers in. Book checks the dugout. Now gives the sign. Check of the runner. Gear at first. Gear takes off running. Book's throw down is going to go out into center field, and Gear's going to head on to third. And so now a couple of crucial errors on Moniteau this inning. Have a runner at third and nobody out for Brookville. So what's the umpire looking in? Not sure what that was about, but it's 1 ball, no strikes here on Weaver. And now the Moniteau infield will all get together. Is this maybe just to like refocus here a little bit, Corey, with the way that this inning is unfolded early on for them?
Yeah, I think maybe just to settle things down and, going back to that play, he's showing bunt and, just the little things that at the high school level is just non-existent. That's a perfect opportunity to throw a pitch out there and just to see what they're going to do with the runner. And I think they could have had an easy out there.
So now Moniteau brings the infield all the way in. They have to, down 2-1 here in the 6th. And then they hit Weaver. So that'll put runners at the corners. And I don't think he was throwing at him, but
no.
that ball didn't go anywhere. And now Weaver just realized it hurt.
Yeah.
He ran down to first like everything was okay. He gets down to first. He's like, son of a gun, that hurt.
Yeah. A little adrenaline, and then all of a sudden the adrenaline goes away.
It was like, yeah, he's trying to stretch it out here a little bit. And I have a pinky finger, Corey, that doesn't quite go straight anymore.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, you played longer than I did, so those things happen. Weaver will be all right. He's okay down there.
Brookville with a heavy roster. I'm shocked that they're not gonna. Get a runner in.
So that'll bring up Rafferty. Yeah.
Doubled his last time up.
So first and third, Brookville. Nobody out here in the 6th. They lead 2-1. Chance to add some insurance here. Runner takes off for second. Throw's going to go down to second, but it's going to be cut off by the second baseman in front of the bag. And now there's runners at second and third. And nobody out. Now the infield's going to have to come back in again. And that leaves holes all over the place if you're Bryson Rafferty. Almost called him Bryson. It's down low, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. And now Weaver at 93 pitches. Again, he gets 110, but if you're Moniteau manager Ross Martin, you're going to have to be starting to think about what you're going to do here. Sure, it's already been discussed. 2 balls, no strikes. Now it's 3-0. And the infield's all the way up on the right side. The shortstop's back up further in the middle. And then Wallace, the third baseman, is up. So I'm not really sure what Matthews at shortstop's doing there.
Yeah. I even have the infield in, or the outfielders.
That's outside, ball 4. So the bases are now loaded for Carter Kessler. So bases loaded. Moniteau, they're going to keep the infield in here. Well, now they're going to move the middle infielders back into double play depth. Guess they figure you got to score 3 runs to win right now as it is. So may as well get the 2 outs and not get yourself way down.
Yeah.
I actually happen to agree with that strategy with nobody out here.
Well, the only thing is, and this is what, these teams don't know a lot about each other, but Kessler's, I'd say, top 3 fastest kids. So to double him up is going to be tough.
So we were looking for the Carson looking for the strikeout here, obviously. He's high with that one at 82, and his fastball's lost a little bit now, too. And, again, he's at 96, and he hasn't pitched more than 100, 102, 103 this year when you think about it because of those rules. So this is probably his breaking point with nobody out. Now he's outside, 2 balls and no strikes. A little surprised nobody from the dugout has come out and talked.
Yeah,
about
just to give him a little breather. Maybe tell everybody where they should be playing defensively.
2 balls, no strikes. Game hangs in the balance basically here. That's in there for a called strike. Taking all the way was Kessler. Not a bad idea the way that Carson's been struggling with his control here. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded for Brookville with nobody out. Carson delivers the 2-1. Way high, and now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Is this almost a case where if you're Kessler, that ball's got to be in one place for you, even on a 3-1 count, the way that Carson's struggling with his control now?
I'm not hitting, or I'm not swinging. I mean, I would make him go 3-2. I mean, can he throw 2 strikes in a row? That's the question, I guess we're going to find out.
We're going to find out as it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, bases loaded. That was the 100th pitch of the game from Branson Carson. So Carson looking for the strikeout here. His team trails by a run. Wind into 3-2. Called strike 3. Kessler just couldn't quite pull the trigger. He wanted to, but that's 1 away. Riley Smith at the plate. That's 101. Remember, he gets 110 in the playoffs, so you can keep throwing here. Now you put your infield at double play depth. You're looking for that ground ball right now and get yourself out of this and give yourself a chance.
Yeah, they get a double play here. The momentum's going to shift.
And the ball gets away from Brook. Runner's going to come to the plate. He's going to score. And on the wild pitch, Brookville takes a 3-1 lead. So the wild pitch has brought home a 3rd run for the Raiders. They still have runners at 2nd and 3rd. That's Rafferty at 2nd, Weavers at 3rd, leading 3-1. And it's now 1 ball and no strikes on Riley Smith. And he bunts it, and he bunts it right back to the pitcher. What are you even trying to accomplish with a bunt there? I'm not even sure what the purpose of that is.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean,
you have a pitcher who's struggling with control.
Yeah.
I'm making him throw me strikes before I give him outs. And they just really gave him an out there. Hey, Monitau's going to take it. I mean, if I'm Moniteau, I want that out. Here's Hunter Roney now. So Roney with a chance to maybe break things open for the Raiders. That's a ball outside, ball 1.
And, Riley had a nice single last time up. Really, all you got to do is put the ball in play on the ground. You're going to score a run.
Yeah, they were playing back too there, which was surprising. 1-0 here on Roney. up high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. This is what we're talking about. I mean, Carson is struggling with his control at this point. He's at 105. This is most likely the last batter he faces in this game now.
Huge at bat here for Roney. He could really just break this thing open.
2-0 pitch to Hunter Roney. Called strike on the outside. If you're Carson, obviously if you're Carson, obviously the idea here, get out of it. You're only down 3-1. Your team still has a shot at 3-1. Wind into 2-1.
He's given 2 inches. But it's been consistent all day.
Consistent all day. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 here on Roney. Big pitch here in this ball game. Wind in the pitch. That's way outside. Now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 108th pitch. Thrown by Branson Carson. I can't see them letting go beyond this one, but maybe I'm wrong. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third, 2-run lead for Brookville. Carson with the payoff. Inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And he does have another pitch left, but will they let him go here?
Looks like the coach is coming out.
Owen Kaler would be at the plate, and what are we going to get? He hasn't taken the ball from him yet.
If I'm coaching, Bryce Rafferty is a huge run for me. I always wanted to be up by a grand slam. And just back to that bunt.
I mean, you don't bunt there and the pitcher's out now. You don't even have to worry about facing him right now. It looks like they're gonna stick with him. Is this mound visit brought to you by the North Washington Rodeo, which will take place August 16th through the 20th? Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding,
looks like
barrel racing. No, that is going to be it. So that is going to be it for Carson. We'll step aside. When we come back, we will have the relief pitcher.
Hi, this is Fred from K&T Supplies. Whether you're a contractor, plumber, electrician, or a do-it-yourselfer, we have everything you need, including lumber. So, before you head to that out-of-town box store, come see us at K&T Supplies, just west on 322, from Sheets in Brookville. K&T Supplies will have what you need and save you a trip. Plus, we offer superior expertise, and as I always say, good times.
Everybody is talking about A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. As you can see from these pictures, their hot home cooking is wonderful, from hearty meals to the best pies and desserts. Make A&M Family Restaurant your place for lunch or dinner. Open all days but Mondays. Enjoy true family dining at A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. Proud sponsors of this telecast on Mega Rock and supporter of youth athletics.
Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, Chevrolet, and the Laurel Eye Clinic. What a perfect match. The Laurel Eye Clinic is a proud sponsor of Brookville Raider Baseball, committed to bringing the latest in eye care technologies so that you can see your son or daughter compete more clearly. One way is through the latest in bladeless LASIK technology. To schedule your free LASIK consultation or for all other eye care needs, call today at 1-800-494-2020 or visit laureleye.com. And why Laurel Eye? Because it's your eyes. The Laurel Eye Clinic, a better vision for you.
Some more internet issues down here at Punxsutawney. Not sure what happened there, folks, but it was a pop-up by Kaler to end the 6th inning for Brookville. They lead 3-1. Leading off here in the bottom of the 6th, Corey,
is Jacob Oman. The first baseman. He is 1 for 2 with a double.
1 ball, 2 strikes. So, again, at the whim of that stupid internet service sometimes, and whatever reason, AT&T doesn't seem to want to work very well down here in Punxsutawney today. These are called striking. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Obman. So good job by Wallace coming in to end the inning. Now that ball is popped up. Roman, the right fielder, has to come in. And, oh, my goodness, what did it hit? Did it hit his
face, I think? Carter Kessler calling for somebody.
Oh, my goodness, as it hits Griffin Roman in the face, and Obman is safe at first. And everybody's coming out to check on him.
Looks like we have a trainer.
Yeah, an
from
athletic
Moniteau.
trainer comes out from Moniteau. The athletic director is the former trainer at Moniteau, so a couple of certified athletic trainers in the house today.
Did he get any glove on that?
I don't know. It took a weird,
like,
bounce off of him.
Yeah, and had some momentum after it hit him.
Yeah. Well, folks, I'm not going to sit here and speculate. Let's step aside real quick here as they check on him out there.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics, but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in, with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience, in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550.
So we're back here. Griffin Roman coming off, holding his nose area. I think that ball got him right square in the face.
And that, that is a big. This is a big opportunity for Moniteau now. I mean, that.
Trying to figure out who's going out into play right field.
Yeah.
They're making that decision now. Here we go. Number 23.
I think that's going to be his brother Pearson Roman, maybe.
What a tough job for Pearson. You know,
Yeah.
you're the brother. You're probably worried
Yeah.
about what's going on with your brother. Then they're like, hey, kid, go out and play right field. And in the bottom of the 6th inning of a District 9 playoff game here. And that started out with, again, I don't mean to pick on Hunter Roney, but that's the second time in a row now.
Yeah.
That ball is his ball at the end of the day.
And he didn't even go in the right direction. He went towards center field.
So Obman's at first.
And that's what I was going to say is he was down, or Hunter Gear had to battle back, I think, from a 3-1 count. Battle back, and then got that pop-up, and, so now Moniteau.
Runner at first.
Yeah, nobody out.
Middle of the lineup. Carson at the plate now.
What are we going to score that?
That's got to be an error, doesn't it?
I would think.
It has to be. I mean, I hate to do it to a kid that just took one off the face.
Yeah.
But, well, we're running off of mine right now.
Okay.
Are you on Verizon or AT&T?
Verizon. But if you're running on yours,
Yeah, except I don't have unlimited data on mine.
well,
It's a pitch outside, ball 1. It's okay, Nathan. We'll just keep it on mine for now.
okay.
1 ball, no strikes here on Carson, and that ball is hit. That ball is foul ball, left field from the left field. Left fielder Weaver had a long run after it, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike here on Branson Carson. Auburn's at first after reaching on that air off the face of Griffin Roman. But I mean, I don't know what else you'd call it, Corey. I mean, you got a guy there. You got to catch the ball with your glove, preferably. And there's a base hit, and that ball's going to head into the gap. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Oatman touches second. He heads to third. They stumbles. He falls around third base, and then Brookville throws the ball out of play. And my goodness, they're going to score the run anyhow.
It's crazy how this game works. One play can give another team so many opportunities.
So instead of now they're going to discuss whether this ball went out of play or not, I guess. I mean, what else would you be discussing here? That's the only thing.
Well, here's the deal. Why is that? It went out that opening. So should that have been closed of some sort?
Maybe it should have been. Well, they're going to say it's out of play. It's out of play. And so it's 3-2, and now Moniteau has the tying run at third base, and it looked like they were going to be 3-2, and an Oatman trip's going around third, and the trip actually ends up working out better than you could have ever imagined for the Warriors, because otherwise they'd have had a runner at second in a 3-2 game instead of a runner at third. That ball is fouled straight back by Connor Ely here. Is that still Ely at the plate? Is that number 5?
Yep.
Connor Ely at the plate. So Ely with a chance to tie the game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So things have gone crazy. We lose our signal, then we come back, and we've got all kinds of things going on, and that ball's fouled away, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Ely. And now Hunter Gear in. Are you a little surprised that Brookville's giving up the tying run in the middle infield here?
I'm not, because there's nobody out. So I would like to get an out on the board, and Moniteau's their second arm now, so maybe they feel comfortable with that.
That's outside.
Beautiful play by Jamison.
My goodness, Jamison Rose getting out there to way out and almost beyond the left-handed batter's box to not only knock it down, he actually caught that ball.
Yeah, it was a textbook block. Yeah.
Ball 2 strikes is now Rhodes has to adjust his catcher's gear. Remember the discussion when Jamison first decided he was going to catch? There's a swing and a miss. That is a huge strikeout by Hunter Gear there as he strikes out Connor Ely. That'll bring up Carson Ritz. Now, do you think about bringing your infield in? Brookville doesn't look like it's going to bring it in the middle. I think now with 1 out, I might.
Yeah, I might too.
They're going to bring him in on the corners. Showing bunt, bunts it. Runner coming to the plate, the flip to Rhodes. He's out at home.
Wow.
That was a safety squeeze, and Hunter Gear flips to Jamison Rhodes, who's able to block the plate and tag out Carson for the out, and there's 2 away. And what a missed opportunity for Moniteau there.
And, you go back to, like I said, this game is so weird. You go back to this, the block Jamison made, because otherwise that guy's scoring, and now you're back to, nobody on, 2 outs, still up 3-2.
So now it's up to Roxbury with a runner at first.
Oh, I forgot there was a runner at first.
Yeah, the Ritz who bunted it, bunts it right back to the pitcher. And it turns into the out at the plate. Nice play by both Gear and Rhodes there. That ball's fouled away. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here on Roxbury. Brookville still had to execute. In an inning where they haven't executed very well, that was a big-time execution.
And, that's, you have your best athlete on the mound right now, and, he made a great play.
1 ball, 1 strike on Roxbury. Roxbury. I mean, I was ready to call that a ball, and Roxbury goes chasing, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looking in the dugout, it looks like Roman's gonna be okay. Griffin, he's kind of smiling in there. See, that ball is lifted over in foul territory, out of play. As taking a look there was Kaler, but ran out of room.
Thinking of that play, I mean, whether you charge it an error or hit, I mean, at the end of the day, it was routine, I think.
Well, it was. That's the thing. It's a routine play, and you're there, and you've got to make the catch. I mean, and in this case, it did touch you.
Yeah.
And, some people will be like, well, if it doesn't touch you, then it's not an error. But There's called strike three. Rhodes knew it too. He was halfway to the dugout by the time they called third strike, and Brookville gets out of a runner at third, nobody out jam, and they'll hold on to the 3-2 lead as we head to the seventh inning here on Mega Rock and D9 and 10 Sports.com.
The Beer Garden Sports Bar and Grill on Oneida Road in Petrolia is the perfect place to relax before, during, and after the big game. Open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 9 p.m. with takeout available. The Beer Garden is a kid-friendly place to get a great meal, watch the game, or catch up with friends. With a wide range of menu items from burgers to salads, pizzas, and more, there is sure to be something on the menu to please the entire family. And don't forget about Wingy Wednesdays or Fishy Friday. Like the Beer Garden today on Facebook at 96 Beer Garden.
At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we understand the level of commitment required not only in athletics but in everyday life, and how this commitment leaves little time for finding lower prices on insurance or planning for retirement. That's where we come in with a full range of tailored insurance and financial service products to make your life simpler. At George Pry Horseman Insurance, we are happy to meet with you at your convenience in your home, at school, or in our offices in Butler or DuBois. We even have video conferencing options. Give us a call at 724-256-5550.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The 62nd North Washington Rodeo is scheduled for August 16th through the 20th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. with the show starting at 8. Come early and eat dinner in the social hall between 4 and 7. Nightly specials will be offered. Can't make dinner? No problem. There'll be lots of concession options available during the show. Grounds are located at 2225 Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. For more information, visit northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. The show goes on, rain or shine. Back here as we head to the seventh inning, 3-2, Brookville in the lead. Seventh inning.
Jamison Rhodes.
Brought to you by Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. Don't forget, live music starts at the Allegheny Grill on May 31st with Major Morgan as Jamison Rhodes, first pitch swinging down the left field line. That's going to go all the way into foul territory. Rhodes is going to hold in at second with a leadoff double.
Jamison Rhodes, big pick last inning to save a run. Now leadoff double. As I said earlier, he's just been really consistent all year. 19 runs scored, 15 RBIs, 11 extra base hits. Make it 12.
So that'll bring up, we're going to get a...
Griffin's re-entering.
Griffin's re-entering the game here. So Griffin Rollman re-entering the ball game here. So that's a good sign. After the way that,
I'm guessing his eyes aren't watering anymore.
Eyes aren't watering. No, the trainer checked him out for possible concussion symptoms, all that. It's a good sign here that looks like he's okay.
Big run out there for Brookville. Rhodes.
And it chops over the head of the shortstop, and that's going to bring home a run. Boy, did that ball take a Brookville hop. Turn to the Baltimore chop. Is that the Brookville hop?
Yeah.
4-2 Raiders on a ball that chops over the head of the shortstop.
That's where he didn't come get that first hop, and then it just took an in-betweener. Because that ball has been staying consistent on that lip. It's been giving everybody a nice hop. So Rollman takes one off the face and then comes up with an RBI single.
I'll bring up Connor Gear. He takes ball one.
Hunter's 1 for 3 on the day, singled, flew out, and reached on an air and scored in the 6th.
It's now 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch from Wallace. That's lifted out into center field, coming in and making the catch.
Carson Weaver now up with 1 out. Roman on first after the RBI single. Carson Weaver is 0 for 2 on the day, struck out, got hit by a pitch, stole a base. Brookville's leading 4-2 now here in the top of the 7th. And there is a pop-up to first. He's going to make the play for the second out of the inning.
Thanks, Corey. I got something caught in my throat there, and
yeah,
felt like I was dying. So
brings up Bryce Rafferty. Bryce is 1 for 2 on the day with a double, RBI double.
In the process, I couldn't update the scoreboard area, so still had a runner at second. So 4-2, Brookville in the lead. Big insurance run this inning for the Warriors. Slow curve called for a strike. I remind you, today's game being brought to you by AM/PM Personal Care Home, located 3 miles north of Punxsutawney on Route 310. AM/PM has been serving the Punxsutawney community for over 25 years, providing the best quality care to those in need, whether it be short or long-term care. AM/PM is where is there for you round-the-clock care. 2 balls and a strike here now on Rafferty. Three and one. Don't forget, Mega Rock coming up at 5:30. We'll have Carson City versus Kane. And on D9 and 10 Sports, we will have Clarion Limestone versus AC Valley Union.
Brookville, I'm telling you, they average 6 times a game, I bet.
There's been more than 6 today.
Yeah.
There's a swing and a miss, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes.
We're going to see the runner in motion here.
Is that Roman at first?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
RBI single with that.
After coming back into the game, after taking the ball facial. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch up high, ball 4. So Wallace issues the walk.
Carter Kessler 0 for 3 on the day with 3 strikeouts.
All of those were against the starter, Branson Carson. Wallace trying to leave this at a 2-run game. Give his team a chance. As we saw last inning, 2 runs, you can figure out a way to maybe score 2. You don't want to try to have to start scoring 3, 4, 5. And there's a ball hit out into left. Left fielder coming on. And oh, what a diving catch. That, I believe, is Ely out there still, and he makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. Moniteau needs 2. They trail 4-2. You're watching high school baseball on Mega Rock and D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The 62nd North Washington Rodeo is scheduled for August 16th through the 20th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. with the show starting at 8. Come early and eat dinner in the social hall between 4 and 7. Nightly specials will be offered. Can't make dinner? No problem. There'll be lots of concession options available during the show. Grounds are located at 2225 Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. For more information, visit northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. The show goes on, rain or shine.
While on the football field, there may not be anyone to represent you when there is a bad call. In the real world, there is Zunder and Associates PC. Zunder and Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or a family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder and Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder and Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
Hey, it's Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com, and I can tell you from personal experience, if you're looking for a privately contracted bus service for your next trip, you should call Campbell Bus Lines in Slippery Rock at 724-794-2440. I first became aware of Campbell Bus Lines when my dad took them as a chaperone back in the 1980s. The experience was great then and it's great today. With over 50 years of success in transporting many different people to multiple locations, look no farther than the family-owned and operated Campbell Bus Lines. Cooper Boozle swings and misses. Strike one as we head here to the bottom of inning number 7. Moniteau needs 2.
This first out for Hunter's huge, especially getting to the top of the order.
Thank our sponsors, Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, North Washington Rodeo, Janney Montgomery Scott and Clarion. That was a quick strikeout for strikeout number 1. That strikeout this inning brought to you by Campbell Bus Lines, a family-owned and operated transportation company in Slippery Rock with over 50 years of success in transporting many different people to many different locations. Call Campbell at 724-794-2440.
I don't think there's any debating. Jameson knows this guy's zone.
Ball 1 to the Brock Matthews. Matthews is 1 for 3 with a single in the second, grounded out and struck out. Outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Also, Gerg Insurance and Financial Services with offices in Ridgeway, Warren, and St. Mary's. It's a swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 on Matthews. 1 out here in the 7th. Moniteau needs 2 to keep their season alive. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball. Third baseman has trouble with it. That's Kaler, and on that air, Moniteau has life.
Tying run to the plate.
It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Keegan singled or doubled into first. A fly ball to the left. Carson Weaver under it. Second out of the inning.
So now Moniteau down to its final out. Dawson Wallace coming to the plate.
Dawson's 1 for 3 on a day with a single in the first. Pitch 92 for Hunter.
1 ball, no strikes on Wallace.
That's the first time he's thrown over today?
Boy, it might be. That's in there for a strike. That misses, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Wallet. Well, 1-1. So 1-1 or 2-1?
2-1.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 2-1.
That's the second time he's thrown over today?
Now it's down to their last strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Winding the pitch. That ball is driven to left. Under it is the left fielder. He'll make the catch in fair territory, and Brookville advances to the District 9 Class 2A semifinals with a 4-2 win over Moniteau. We'll be back with our player of the game after these messages.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9 and 10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Do you know an athlete who goes above and beyond in competition in their life? One who shows sportsmanship, compassion for others? The Brooks Hugh Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is made for them. The Brooks Hugh Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is for a high school athlete who has competed in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10, and who displays the qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. To donate to the scholarship fund or to find out more about the award, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
All right, we're back here. We've got our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. It's just been that kind of day, guys. It's Jamison Rhodes of the Brookville Raiders. The senior had a couple of massive hits, a nice RBI single to break the 1-1 tie. Then with his team leading 3-2, also knocks one in on on a double to start the seventh, and then defensively, Jamison, they had the tying run at third base. You had a block over here. I don't know if you remember that block.
Yeah.
Just talk a little bit about that block. And obviously it's a massive time in the game. You're only up one. Things had really kind of gone wrong that sixth inning for you.
Yeah.
Ball off of Griff's face and all of that. So what do you remember from that block?
So I believe the count was 0-2, 1-2. We were ahead, but I was thinking, I'm like, I know Hunter has the curveball, and I know he's comfortable with it. So I was thinking, well, I'm going to call it here, and if I have to block it, I was hesitating. I usually don't hesitate, but that one I was really nervous about, and I could read it out of his hand. It was going to my right. So at that point, it wasn't really thinking. I just threw my body at it, and I got it with my glove. It's kind of an Olay, but sometimes that's what it takes.
And then they lay down the squeeze bunt, and that's got to be a little bit of a nerve-wracking play for the catch. You're the catcher, guys coming in on you. Talk about seeing Hunter coming after that ball, and then what you're thinking.
So if you were to watch any of our games this whole year, our bunt defense has been the worst part of our defense. So the past couple of days, we've had time to prepare. So we really worked hard on a bunt defense. Just yesterday, we worked on that same exact squeeze play, and it happened today in a big time in the game. So happy that we were prepared for that one. It's a big shout out to Coach for that one.
I'm going to talk about your base hit to right that broke the tie. Branson Carson been living on the outside. Did you know that? And it looked like you kind of knew that he had been living on the outside, and you were just waiting for that, and you just poked it. Just talk about where you learned to hit like that. That's a good piece of hit in there.
Yeah. So coming into the game, all week in practice, those 3 days that we had or whatever, we set up a pitching machine from about 35 feet away, and we turned it up to 60. And we were really working on not having our full thing, because I don't know if you guys remember, but when we played Bedford when Park was a senior, that's all they did. They didn't finish any of their swings. It was just little pokes. He supplied the velocity, and that's what Branson did. Shout out to him. He's a really good pitcher. And that's what our approach was, just to get the bat out there, and the velocity will do the rest.
The reaction you had, obviously your senior year, you guys graduate tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You didn't want your season to end, did you?
Not at all. Not at all. We had a team meeting yesterday, and just the players, and we were really like, listen, the seniors listen, we're not done yet. So we're really working on that.
I'm gonna assume you're not gonna be in catcher's gear on Thursday, though, are you? They're gonna ask you to do a little bit on the mound. What's your mentality going to be? I mean, obviously, a lot of stuff going on now in the next couple of days. You got this one. You have baccalaureate tonight, or was that last night?
No, that's tonight.
That's tonight.
That's when we get back.
And then you have graduation tomorrow. How do you keep your focus on? I'm not saying those things aren't important. Those things are obviously important. Yes. I mean, you're a senior. This is a once in a lifetime type of things that you're doing, but you also have an opportunity to maybe do something in your baseball career that you'll never have an opportunity to either. How do you keep your focus over the next 24, 48 hours?
Well, a lot of it is trusting coach's plan, and that coaches will prepare us the way we need to. Seating wise, assuming we play Jaybird, I really want that game. In Little League, they eliminated us pretty bad, and I never got to pitch against them. We faced them twice, and they beat us up both times. So I've always had that regret of maybe what if I could have pitched against them, and I'm going to get that chance maybe Wednesday, assuming they win. So I'm using that as my motivation to keep me focused, knowing that I have a big game ahead of me.
James, this is kind of a special personal for both, I think, you and me. Obviously your dad has been a big part of everything that we've done. And I mean, you earned this player of the game. And over all these years, I don't know if we've ever had a player of the game interview with you before.
No, this is the first one.
Yeah. This is from a personal standpoint, I don't try to get too involved with the people I cover, but I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm proud of you, and good luck against Johnsonburg or Kerwinsville, or not Johnsonburg or Port Allegheny. That game coming up at 4:30. Winner of that game will play Brookville on Thursday, folks. Final score here, it was Brookville 4, Moniteau 2. The Raiders move on to the District 9 Class 2A semifinals. Once again, reminder, on Mega Rock coming up at 5:30. It'll be Kane versus Karn City on D9 and 10 Sports. Coming up here just in a few minutes, we will have Clarion Limestone versus AC Valley Union. For Corey Lindemuth, this is Chris Rossetti saying goodbye.